In this video, I'm going to show you how you can play and navigate your work in Garageband for iPad. In Garageband for iPad, you can play, navigate and control your songs using various tools and gestures. This guide will help you understand how to play your song, navigate through it and use different playback options. So when you've got your project then, you can simply load that up from the file or project screen as we showed you before. To playback, press the play button, which is this triangle here, and to stop playback, you stop it again. Navigation controls then, to go to the beginning, you press this playhead to move back to the beginning, or the rewind button, whichever you want to call it. And then you can move the playhead by tapping and dragging on this part of the playhead at the top. And then you can move where you want the song to begin. So the ruler and regions then, the ruler is at the top of the tracks and it shows you bars and beats, helping you align the regions accurately. You can change the view of this in the settings. So if you wanted to show in seconds, for example, if you were scoring to a film, it's quite useful to be able to do that. Regions are these rectangular blocks that are color coded and they represent your recordings or your loops. The recordings are shown in green for MIDI and your loops, if they are audio, will be shown in blue and they'll be shown with a waveform in there as well. Each region's left edge aligns with the ruler to indicate where it starts playing. And once again, if you ever want to change this, you just tap on a region and drag it to where you want it to come in. If you find it does not move, it's probably because the section has been fixed to 8 bars. And if you want to change that, you can then add a second section, view all sections. So sometimes you'll find students have maybe been a bit stuck or they can't do anything with the section they've got. Make sure that in song sections, they've selected all sections and then they can then move the audio or they can move their MIDI around the project. Using the transport controls as they're known, which is all of these at the top here. They include the play, the stop, record buttons, as well as the go to the beginning button. To loop playback of your song, you simply tap on the region you want, and then tap again, and then tap loop. If your song has multiple sections, swipe left or right in tracks view to move between them. So say you're in section A, and then you wanted to see to section B, you would then swipe across and you'll see a B will appear, likewise with an A. If students want to rearrange their tracks to then fit into section B, just make sure that they've selected all sections so they can view both the A section and the B section. It's incredibly useful if they want to record new sections. So adjusting song settings then, you tap the settings and then you can then change the tempo and the key and the time signature very easily. Tempo you can change by tapping and moving your finger up to increase or moving your finger down to decrease the speed of the music, which is set in beats per minute. Then you can go into the time signature and for that new section you can then decide whether you want it to be in 3/4 or 4/4 or 6/8. Limited at the minute in Garageband, but that's probably more than enough for most people, especially when they're just starting out. Key signature then you can also change, so if you know the particular key you want to work with, or you have a particular range of notes you want to use, then you can use these to help you get the correct key. And then you can then change the time ruler to minutes and seconds here, as we mentioned before. To tap the metronome on and off, you'd use this button here, which is the metronome logo. Tap it on so it's blue, and then you'll hear the click in the background. And deselect it to switch it off. As shown in more detail in another video, you've also got the track options, the playback options. So by tapping on the region here, you can extend out the options of the actual tracks. You then can see you can mute a track, you can also solo a track, and then you can record enable a track. You've also got the volume and adjustments here. And to get more granular, what you can then do is you can tap on this, which looks like a mixer. These are kind of the track settings, and then you get even more detail. But there's more detail in a different video that goes into that. Thanks for watching this one. We'll see you in the next video.